Okay, so let's see if we can finally see Inspector Yoshi. You knock on the door. A voice from inside says, "Come in." Hello, Inspector Yoshi. I'm Ben Jordan, paranormal investigator.
Ah, yes. It is a pleasure to meet you. I apologize for not seeing you when Officer Kurosaka first told me you were here. I did not remember your name immediately, but when he showed me Professor Jones's card, I recalled that I had actually spoken to him recently about you.
No kidding, really?
I must confess, I do not really believe in the paranormal myself. However, I am open to hearing anything you might have to share in relation to your past work. You come very highly recommended. Please take a seat.
Well, Inspector Yoshi looks like a man with a lot on his mind. His expression is serious, his skin pale. Yeah, his skin is very pale, jeez. You guess he hasn't slept in a while. There's a map of the city on the bulletin board. You see several red pushpins marking a few areas. A set of 3 filing cabinets stand against the wall, presumably full of Inspector Yoshi's past cases. You wonder if you'll ever have that many cabinets to fill with your cases. The wastebasket is almost filled to the brim with crumpled papers that I really want to take, but the game won't let me. Because it would be a little odd if I started going through someone else's trash with them right here, don't you think? Yeah. Anyway, let's get down to it. So, how's it going?
Please, Mr. Jordan, I am very busy and have no time for idle chat.
Okay. Could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, go ahead.
What do you know about the so-called ghost murders?
Quite a bit. I'm the lead inspector on the case.
Are they really being done by ghosts?
All I can say is that whoever is doing these murders is practically untraceable. The crime scenes aren't exactly tidy, but the perpetrators leave little to no evidence that can be used to find them. Since this is the case, naturally there have been rumors that they are done by something supernatural. I don't believe in such things myself, but many people around here are very superstitious.
Alright. What's the current status on the case?
As of right now, there have been 4 murders. You can see I have marked their locations on the map behind me. There does not seem to be any pattern in relation to the locations of the murders.
What about the victims themselves? Any relation between them?
All I know is that they are all businessmen. Beyond that, I have not established any permanent links.
Or pertinent links. That's different from permanent. Do you at least know their names?
Not by heart. I've submitted those records to our evidence department.
What can you tell me about Osaka?
I can tell you one thing. I'm glad I'm not an inspector in Tokyo. If you think Osaka is busy, you should see it over there. I've heard the cops in Tokyo only get 1 day off every 4 years.
Yikes.
You said it.
So, tell me something about yourself.
I'm overworked, underpaid, and long overdue for a vacation. I have a wife who I hardly ever see since I work so much, and I'm pretty sure we have a child together.
Wow, that bad, huh?
You have no idea.
That's all for now. Well, I'll leave you to your miserable, work, I guess. Well, he said that the names were in the evidence lab or department or whatever, so let's go check that out. Okay. It's the evidence lockup attendant. No, it's not polite to go shoving people around. Okay. Hi there.
Hello, sir. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Okay. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Sure, be my guest.
Can you tell me anything about the ghost murders case?
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything aside from what it says in the paper. I'm just an evidence lockup attendant, so I don't get any inside information on police cases.
I see. I was wondering if I could get some evidence from you.
I don't mean to be rude, but who are you?
Oh, of course. I completely forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ben Jordan. I'm an investigator looking into the ghost murders.
I see. Well, in order to get any evidence, you must get this evidence requisition form signed by the lead inspector on the case.
The attendant hands you a form. Thanks. Okay, well that sounds simple, so we just get this form, let Yoshi sign it, and then we can get the evidence. But first, tell me about Osaka.
It's a pretty nice city. I've only been living here for a few years, but I love it. Although, as I'm sure you've heard, the crime rate has been increasing lately. Which, although it keeps me employed, is something I'd rather wasn't so.
So, what's your job like?
Basically, I retrieve any evidence filed for different police cases. I also file it away when it is given to me by detectives.
Any interesting stuff back there?
Every so often I'll get some things that people would consider strange, but whatever can be used for trials is as important as normal items.
Thanks. That's all I really needed to know.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Okay. Let's see what's going on in here. This looks pretty cool. Looks like we got the periodic table. Yeah. A giant periodic of the elements hangs on the wall. What's this? It's a poster showing some kind of complex chemical chain. A few empty test tubes in a rack occupy the left side of the table. And a microscope. You can't really call yourself a lab without one. A lab technician? And a scientist busily scribbling away. Hello? You can actually never talk to this guy. Ever. He's just there and he writes all day. But you can talk to this guy. Nice lab you got here.
Thank you.
Can we talk more? Excuse me.
Yes?
Ooh, we can ask him all kinds of things. So, tell me about this crime lab.
It's a pretty straightforward operation, really. You can send samples collected from the cases and analyze them for information.
Do you do blood work and things like that?
Yes. Blood or any type of fluid we can extract DNA from, fingerprints, that sort of thing.
And this is for anyone associated with the police?
Of course. We only allow people associated with the police in here. Imagine if civilians just came in and off the street wanting things analyzed. We'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah. Imagine that. Do you know anything about the ghost murders?
No, not really. We haven't had much sent to us from that case.
Do you think there really are ghosts involved?
Of course not. Everyone knows ghosts do not exist. They are a scientific improbability.
Tell them that to Madame Rosenquist.
Pardon me?
Oh, nothing. Never mind. Tell me about Osaka.
I can't tell you much. I don't go out very often. Most of my time is spent here in the lab.
Doesn't that ever get boring?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, I prefer the company of bacteria cultures and DNA to that of most people. Present company excluded, of course.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Kitashi, and I'm a scientist. I've been working in this lab for about 15 years now.
Impressive. You must be really good at what you do.
Well, I don't like to brag, but yes, I am pretty skilled at it.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
We will be seeing more of Kitashi in the future. Actually, quite a bit more. But yeah, so far they don't have very much evidence because, you know, obviously you know, they've been saying that little evidence has been left behind, so they can't analyze anything. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go ask Yoshi to sign that evidence request form or whatever.
Hello, Mr. Jordan. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, but we're gonna have to do that in the next video because I am out of time. So, see us next time when we will most likely get our evidence, that list of names. Until then.